Oh, I feel this one. Yeah. Another day getting punked in the hallway. Always a target on his chest cause he's small. And when he got laughed at, he ran back to the place where them pack rats can't dump his backpack. He knows he controls his life, and in the moment he's got opponents that happen to run the school like they own it. But he's got the GPA, plus he's seen that day. A little cutie looking over toward his way. More to say about his character. Never thought to be arrogant, didn't even have the wherewithal to stare at her. He wonders if he'd do the right things, take care of her, be fair to her, and maybe at dinner pull out the chair for her. But she didn't even need to be the girl he sees. See, it was just another little daydream. And later in life, better believe he found peace as his confidence increased. Everybody should believe the good you do today can help you create the world you want tomorrow. Feelings of sorrow will fade away, and it cuts at men almost always leave a scar. It's a friendly reminder that who you were is who you are. So it's back to that after school, asses laughing at your crew, wearing out that jackass style like it was fashionable. Just smile and take it with a grain of salt, and maybe tomorrow he'll get the nerve to step to her and talk. You see, if this don't pick you up, remember that there is a lot of times we get stuck. And if you ever think the world's out to get us and our friends aren't there, life ain't fair, that's when you gotta fight right there with the things that make us smile, little nuances that makes your day worthwhile. Soon enough you forget what made you tense. Concentrate on the beat, come on, jump up and dance. Come on, jump up and dance. Them girls nasty, right? Them girls never need a reason, they just have to fight. They'll always mirror what they see on MTV. They'll never see that empathy for other people is attracted to the cats that really matter. But the world doesn't stop for a little bad etiquette. Instead of it ending, it breathes under these celebrities. Readily a minute's trying to get the 15 minutes, so they copy and they mimic every word inside a sentence. You gotta put up with that bullshit every day. You can't quit your life and run away, you got too many bills to pay. Ignorance is bliss, but it's a little hard to forget when it's balled up in a fist and it hits so incredibly hard. You're fed up with all the words, instead of remembering it seems that them it's all a blur. Setting the bar, all they wanna check without the word. Getting absurd, deferred judgment, and even words in their vernacular. Attacks on the back and cracking judgment out in public, fronting like they running a summit and sudden you smiling, ain't you? Yeah, same here with my tongue in cheek, waiting for these fucks to disappear. And if this don't pick you up, remember that there is a lot of times we get stuck. And if you ever think the world's out to get us and our friends aren't there, life ain't fair, that's when you gotta fight right there with the things that make us smile, little nuances that makes your day worthwhile. Soon enough you forget what made you tense. Concentrate on the beat, come on, get up and dance. Come on, get up and dance. Yeah. See you smile. R.I.P. Mike.
Anyway, I have a question for you. Where are my bitches at? I didn't hear you. Where? Oh, interesting.
Playing, keep it together for the past. Playing, keep it together for the past.
It was all a dream, I still feel a trace of DMT in me. I mean, I see the whole scene vividly. It was me and her, but I forget her name, and I forget her face. Was that just on my brain? If there's magic or supernatural occurrences in our daily lives, we're not the ones created by our dreams. It just seems that the things we create kind of validate philosophy, possibly have a stake in the way you see the world and how loudly you'll sing your fight song. In respect for life with a second light when the light's off. Bright, ostentatious, often dangerous, awesome, shameless, off and on without a trace. And it's amazing how we stay inside the realm of sanity, push through our vanity and family and other kind of maddening fads we have to manage. Even then we go willingly when we flip that switch. See, we just get back to shit and rehash it on the mattress. When we sleep we create a world. Me, I've created girls. Me, couldn't find the right shell, looking for the pearl. Keep getting snapped but I'm always back to try. And that's that. Good night. When we sleep we create a world. Me, I've created girls. Me, couldn't find the right shell, looking for the pearl. Keep getting snapped but I'm always back to try. And that's that. Good night. And I know that it's unhealthy to sell these melodies to sleep. My fidelity won't keep with the rest, so it's just another test of composure. Exposure to elements decomposes the relevance of love. So even my dreams ain't above messing up good opportunities. Man, it's tough waking up, seeing fans spinning round, sprawled out on a bed or a couch. You could bet I allow for my head to be clouded by unrealistic, underfitted, half-witted, past kidding about my last pass sitting on his carousel. Fairly well fairy tale, I'll see that I can barely tell the omens when I steer myself down the perfect path. Heard some rap murder tracks, curving halfway down the street to meet and greet the face and laugh. Have a jolly ass time and it's feeling like the same love. Hearing my alarm buzz, I gotta wake up. When we sleep we create a world. Me, I've created girls. Me, couldn't find the right shell, looking for the pearl. Keep getting snapped, but I'm always back to try. And that's that, good night. When we sleep we create a world. Me, I've created girls. Me, couldn't find the right shell, looking for the pearl. Keep getting snapped, but I'm always back to try. And that's that, good night. And that's that, good night. Wait, hold up, what'd she say? Did she make me feel like I was her man today? That's a shame, see I didn't think for real that our feelings were seriously serious. I deal with the feelings of the curious. Here it is placed on a mat in front of me, and suddenly I gotta make a choice if I'm gonna be the guy that lets it slip by like a warning, or will I take a sense of pride in the morning? Didn't I make you feel like I lost control of my will and my soul wasn't filled? But I stole all the guilt that she wrapped me around, and I'm back with the sound, backtracked and I'm bound for another drunk night in a bar with the guys, and I'm starving for light conversation and insight. Inside my head I find my time with friends as a mutually exclusive event, separate from that quest for that GPS that'll steer this vessel toward the life with a white picket fence. But it might make sense to help cut the tension with a little intervention. So she mentions, really special, you got potential. She said you are the only one, and that's a lie, I could tell by the way she can't look me in the eye. Really special, you got potential. She said you are the only one, and that's a lie, I could tell by the way she can't look me in the eye. Words mean the most to me when I'm writing, right? And words mean the least to me when I'm diving into a pool by volume. Obey this rule, you can never take a little conversation personal and get offended. They sense it, they question your ethics, composure and slowly second guessing your methods. Falling out your body, train wreck, slow motion. Everybody feeds off you and continue with promotion of their new endeavors. You better set your pathetic tree for it to see war. With all the factories a resort to lifelessness. If I got a moral out of life, it's this: born to do some vibrant shit, vibe with it and like it spits. Fight to snipe the mic and write your life within the time you get. I forget to think, it's a problem but I'm fine with it. Time to shit or get out the corner. Adorn your refrigerators with pages of elevated, debatable fables that these haters say need practice, knowing they can't rap this. Flow remains trapped in my body like a cactus. Get consumed with life, not the ones that take your will away. And that's the best advice to keep in mind. You'll find it still, she'll say, really special, you got potential. She said you are the only one, and that's a lie, I could tell by the way she can't look me in the eye. Really special, you got potential. She said blah 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 blah.
Didn't I make you feel like you were the only?
Hi, Eric. You're a fucking douchebag. Goodbye.
It's that easy, man. Let's get past that. Right. Do you like to drink alcohol? Alright, let's be painfully obvious. I've had a problem with drinking since it first drained my brain and triggered insomnias. I think it partially is just a coping mechanism, hoping that the sober section of my brain will be checking in, but it's calling in sick again. Sick funny that I picked and said that word with no concern just to how absurd it is. How conservatively I sit and twist this tourniquet. You think I've murdered kids, giving my disrespect for life's great services. Hurting lists of anonymous innocents that were jumping in and out the mix. I can't begin to announce my bits, so I'm just spitting it out for the kicks. Accomplishments and explosions are different variables. Criminal activity sending me down the road I swear I'd never go. I make a comment here about these surrealist feelings, but see, that'd be a little too extreme. My feeble dreams of fleeting, peeling, stealing sleep, so I'ma need to keep it down. sound and feel that rush of air when an oscillating fan comes around. The measures of your life are self-defined inside your best air. You hide inside a million coats, try to get some fresh air. You spend your time obsessed with the game to get it perfect, but that high score can't tell you what your worth is. I said the measures of your life are self-defined inside your best air. Hide inside a million coats, try to get some fresh air. You spend your time obsessed with the game to get it perfect, but that high score can't tell you what your worth is. I sit awake in bed with reference to the first sentence, bent to mention my repenting retention. It's out the question though. I hear a ticking sound, sounds just like a clock, but all my clocks have switched to digital. I'm hoping it's a bomb so I don't gotta worry about the tragedy of severance. I see poetic justice in all of us going together since I only write these lyrics, I can just hope to keep it clever. Hence these constant migraine attacks, can you pass me the Excedrin? Trying to exceed what other people call succeeding, treating freely on the blood of those who's bleeding. The floor is creaking, this old house is built on lies, so beside myself I ride my health the lengths, just killing pride on the highest shelf. And in that moment where he's staring in the mirror with his eyes closed, he hides so many lies just out of fear. Like is his vain attempt at blood clots really worth the price of injection as he interjects his elected perspective? Hecklers in the dark pull you apart, shouting threaten, lights illuminate the room, and it's like boom, now they're my best friends. That's a very real illusion to the illusion of a human, that they're so consumed with fusion that they ruin what you're doing. Flowers blooming out the concrete just to get stepped on, no disrespect but no one wept, just kept on repeating dead songs. Measures of your life, you hide inside a million coats, spend a time obsessed, for that high score, that high score. The measures of your life are self-defined inside your best air. You hide inside a million coats, try to get some fresh air. You spend your time obsessed with that game to get it perfect, but that high score can't tell you what your worth is. I said your measures of your life, measures of your life, measures of your life. Obsessed.
When it comes to saying goodbye, that's a simple word that I just can't. When it comes to saying goodbye, that's a simple word that I just can't. When it comes to saying goodbye, that's a simple word that I just can't. When it comes to saying goodbye, that's a simple word that I just can't.
His decision, their children, the months ahead, chills rush all down her spine, running through her head. It builds up, he's built enough milk to justify her collapse, but she hasn't the audacity to pick apart the path that he's selected. He's begging her to try to understand. Armed forces in his younger years, and now they need this man to lead a group of younger years and bring them all back. On top of that, he's really got no choice, although he wasn't one to stop it. While she's locked inside that closet, he reflects, no use in knocking, no use in talking to his baby. They remove the option, just two will stop in the months that he's away. See, it's foolish talk to think that the ball wouldn't stay in play. He fades to gray while his liquor cabinet's screaming out his name. He's a little more intelligent, he knows it only brings more pain. There really ain't a way around this. Conceit and blame, the hurt and shifted to the physical. She starts to scream in pain. When it comes to saying goodbye, that's a simple word that I can't just say. And when it comes to saying goodbye, that's a simple word that I can't just say. And when it comes to saying goodbye, that's a simple word that I can't just say. And when it comes to saying goodbye, his thoughts turn to the children. It's like he killed them, they still can't even see it coming. The void he's filling, he wants to build them up, show them how to confidence. He's never had a father and his mom was always bombing since. He now regrets decisions, he curses their whole existence. Never fitting in and mixing with others, his wife was listening in to try to spy on his emotion, but nope, couldn't broke him. So she slides back, her mind's mass exploding. Wake up, how's she get in bed? What's this all about? Did it even happen? Yep, no doubt. So she's sneaking out, creeping past the closet. The door was missing, looks like he unscrewed the hinges. She becomes submissive, she sees a note on the table that read, I brought the kids to the park, I love you and I wanna keep talking and play my part. I made you food, you should eat some, because you fainted. Remember that I always return every time after saying goodbye. When it comes to saying goodbye, that's a simple word that I can't just say. When it comes to saying goodbye, that's a simple word that I can't just say. When it comes to saying goodbye, see, that's the simple word that I can't just say. And when it comes to saying goodbye, I can't just say, can't just say. poster child is in the house. Everybody's abstract tracks in the house. Yeah, we're cooking beans up in the house. Yeah, Columbia scene is what it's about. I see that no coast in the house. Yeah, and ZAP is turning it out. The blue fugue man making it bounce. Yeah, that cat Cooper, he's in the house. Jeezy and Pompey, you know that they in the house. We got burrito bowls for your mouth. The rap doggies, they're clicking the mouse. And Big Cannon, he's burning it down. You know that the underground is making a sound. And to the cats that's sticking around, I'm giving that one love, baby. One love, baby. No hate, just one love, baby. Do your thing, it's one love, baby. I'm giving that